In the UK, the gender pension gap sits around 37%. It means for every £10,000 a man receives in retirement income, a woman of the same age receives just over £6,000. Welcome to Sync Wealth. This is a channel run by two sisters, and we are here to help women over 40 navigate the unique challenges of building a future on a single income. Today we're talking about the pension gap. If you're a woman over 40, statistics show you could retire with up to 37% less pension income than men. Imagine this: two people start working at the age of 25, they earn roughly similar salaries, they both work hard for 40 years, but when they reach retirement, one of them has tens of thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands of pounds less than their pension, and that person is statistically far more likely to be a woman. So today we're going to talk about something incredibly important. We're going to talk about the financial reality that women face globally, the pension gap that hits hardest after 40, and the risk of relying on someone else's income. And then most importantly, what you can do to protect your future. Because financial independence isn't just about money, it's about security, it's about freedom, and it's about choice. Let's start with the data. Across the United Kingdom, the US, and Europe, women consistently have less wealth than men. In the UK, the gender wealth gap is about 21%, and the gender pay gap is about 13%. But here's what's shocking: the pension gap is even larger. In Europe, women receive about 22 to 25% less pension income than men, and in the UK specifically, the pension gap can reach around 37%. And recent data shows that the average private pension income for women is roughly £11,500 a year for women and £17,200 for men. That's a 33% difference in retirement income. So over a 20-year retirement, that difference can mean hundreds of thousands of pounds less. So why does this gap exist? It's not because women are worse with money. In fact, research shows that women are more cautious investors and better long-term planners. The real causes are actually quite structural. One, career breaks. Women take time off for maternity leave, for childcare, for caring for elderly relatives, and even short career breaks can mean missed pension contributions and lost compounding growth. Part-time work. Women are more likely to work part-time. Part-time work means a lower income, lower pension contributions, and fewer promotions, and those differences compound for decades. Longer life expectancy. They live 3 to 5 years longer than men in developed countries, and this means retirement savings have to last longer. Also, what about lifestyle? By the age of 60, a significant number of women are divorced or widowed or even single. And suddenly they're responsible for their own finances alone, and without preparation, this can be financially devastating. There's a risk of homelessness. This is where things get serious. Relying entirely on a partner's income can be extremely risky because life is unpredictable, people lose their jobs, relationships can end, and people can actually pass away. And if you haven't built your own financial foundation, rebuilding after 40 or 50 becomes even much harder. Now, globally, studies have shown that women are more likely to experience poverty in retirement than men. Why? Because retirement savings are often based on lifetime earnings. If your income was lower or interrupted, your retirement income will be too, and many women only realize this very late in life. Financial literacy is one of the most powerful tools that women can have. Unfortunately, surveys consistently show that women report lower confidence in investing and finance, even when their knowledge levels are similar. And that lack of confidence leads to avoiding investing, keeping too much money in cash, and missing long-term growth. But here's the key: even small financial knowledge improvements can dramatically change outcomes. Understanding just a few concepts can add tens of thousands to your future wealth. Think about compound interest, think about pension relief, think about employer matching, think about investing versus saving. And the earlier you learn them, the more powerful they can become. So, what can women over 40 do right now? So, if you're over 40, the good news is this: you still have time. It's never too late to win with money. Here are some of the most impactful steps that you can take today. Firstly, know your pension numbers. Start by answering these three questions. How much do you have in a pension? How much do I need for retirement? And how much am I contributing? Most people actually have no idea. Knowledge is powerful. Secondly, maximize your employer pension contributions. If your employer offers pension matching, always take it. It's essentially free money. Not using it is like turning down part of your salary. Thirdly, increase your contributions gradually. Even small increases can matter. If you increase your pension contributions by even 2 to 3%, the difference over 20 years can be enormous because of compound growth. And then fourthly, savings accounts protect money, but investments grow money. Historically, stock markets have returned significantly more cash over long periods. So without investing, inflation slowly erodes purchasing power. Even in happy relationships, you need to know the accounts, you need to know the pensions, you need to know the investments. Financial awareness protects you and your family. So here's the truth: the financial system was not originally designed around women's working lives, but that doesn't mean that women can't build wealth and security. In fact, women today are working longer, earning more, and increasingly taking control of their finances. So the most powerful steps you can take is simple, and that is start paying attention to your money. The best time to take control of your financial future was, guess what, 20 years ago. And the second best time is today. So don't delay, take control, don't hide away. But if you don't start today, you'll regret it 10 years from now.